Hey, hey, what do you say, y'all? Welcome to the Daily Paycheck with John from Crapsee. Here we go on day four. Day four of what's proven to be a strategy that it's kind of fun how this thing works. Right? I love the strategy. It's a fun one to play, but it has not performed well this week at all. I think partially because it's me shooting pretty poorly all week long, and that's okay because it shows you the kryptonite of strategy like this, where you don't collect for a while. Like it's a great home run hitter, but it doesn't collect quickly enough to start building up steam on its own until it gets going. So here we go. The Philly special. What this basically is my favorite ways to play all the numbers. Okay. So if I'm doing like the 4 and 10, I love this new thing. Um, we're calling it the flip, right? $35 on the four. On the 5 and 9, we do 40 rather. And the 6 and 8, we do 60. What we do is on the 4 and 10, the 4-10 flip is so much fun. Basically, it pays $70 on a 4 or a 10. And what you're going to do is keep five. That's going to pay the vig because you're going to push the whole thing up and make it look like $100. Right? Boom, full press. If it hits the second time, it's $200, and that's your first time you get to rack money in your rack. And it's $200, which is beautiful. But it's got to hit twice. The 4 or the 10 both work the same way. They net you $200 if you hit them. We haven't hit a 4 or a 10, I think, all week, on even on phase one. But the beautiful thing here is that on phase two, you leave that bet out there. The next time it rolls, if it rolls the third time, it pays $200. Now you're going to press the whole freaking thing up. Actually, you're going to go up to 350 like this. You're going to put 350 on that thing. You're going to have 150 in your rack. When it pays on the fourth hit, this is like the home run, right? The fourth hit's going to pay $700 off of this bet here, and you're left with about $1,100 in profit on a 4 or 10. If that works out, fantastic. We haven't seen it happen yet this week. I did flip the 4 in a live casino last weekend, so it's possible to make that move happen. Just haven't seen it yet this week. Okay, that's the 4 and 10. The 5 and the 9 play similarly. Okay, 5 and the 9, we've got 40 on it. That pays $56. It looks like it's $56. We dropped $4 from our rack. That 56 becomes 60 plus our 40 is 100. Bump it up to $100. When that hits, the second hit on the 5, it pays 140. Okay, which is awesome because we started with 40. So guess what? You rack two blacks, looks like 40 again, and you got $200 in the rack. Right, it's beautiful. It works like that on the 5 and the 9. My favorite way to play the 6 and the 8 is what I call a sissy press. And effectively speaking, the 6 and 8 also pay $70. What I do with that is I take $10 away and press them both to 90. On the next hit, and I'll take the $10, by the way, and we'll throw that on the hardways. The next hit over there pays 105. That's collect. So between them, you press full, and then between them, you collect. So every other time you get a hit, you bring the money back. So there's goodness to this, potential goodness to this. The problem is our shooting this week has been so awful that we've collected almost nothing. We had one day where we had a decent shooter and made some money, but every other day we've been early sevens and have had a huge, huge problem. So pray for me. Let's have a good shot today. That's the strategy. We're going to play that thing out. Let me go to the Crapsee view here. I'll set up my bets for you, just so you can watch me do it one time, and then we'll start playing it out. See how we do. Let's go. We're gonna go. I'm gonna set it up and turn them off. We'll go 25 for Crapsee. I do 25 across. Then I do 6 and 8 to kind of get the reds going quick. 35 there, 40 there, 60, 60. Oops. Okay, there we go. My bets are set and off. If you want to rebuy, now's the time to get it done. I'll approve them all, of course. I'd like you to limit yourself to one rebuy during the show. Um, really get what you want on your initial buy-in. Make your strategy work. That's the whole point here, right? But let's not go off the deep end. Here we go. Let's get going here. You look at my pyramid, by the way, in Crapsee. It's looking more like a pyramid now. There was a period of time there early on where I was really heavy on the low side, and then I changed my dice set for a while. was really heavy on the high side. Now it's all caught back up again. I'm going to try and stick to one set today. Just going to do my old ones on top set. Happy place, not trying to chase anything. I'm just going to try and throw as as good as I can. My plan. Try and reset my balance and my throw. So that's it. Let's go. Let's get her done. Coming out here for the first one. Block your bets. Betting. And we're going to start out with aces, which is what you expect with my toss. Oftentimes I'll get that horn high ace deuce or a hop the ones when I'm coming out because I know that I do this a lot. I didn't do it at my local. My local casino is 15 for 1 on the hops. So it's really the house edge there goes up by another 4 or 5%. All right. Now we got a 7, 4, 3. Let's get all the ugly out of the way here before we start. Before we get into the roll, that's okay with me. I'm going to get caught up here. Hope my voice sounds better today. I spent half the day yesterday drinking whiskey and lemon and honey and doing a steam bath. I didn't do the full steam bath Buckeye, but I did do the vapor rub thing, which seemed to work pretty good. So all right, here we go. Rock y'all out. Let's get it. What do we have here? We have a hard 10. All right. Hard 10. That's our point. Let's go. Take my input. There we go. All right, get yourselves set up here, and I'll get myself ready to go. Looking forward to the coffee and crap show today. I had to work all day, even with the bad throat. I had to work all day yesterday, but I did carve out some time to finish up the website. So I'll probably launch it on Monday. I want to do some more tweaks over the weekend, but I'm going to show you the new website, CGTV website today, with all the badass apps that I wrote for it. Very, very, very cool stuff. I think you're going to be happy with it. Here we go. Points 10. Point is 10. We got a 5, 3, 2. Maybe a little too much spin there. 3, 2, 5. Right. So on mine, that first hit of the 5 pays 56. We're going to drop 5 out, place it for $100. Our first hit is in. Cool. Here we go. Nice route. It's going to be a 6, a 4, 2. Too much bouncy on that one, but we can make that fix. All right, so 6 hits, which means the 6 and 8 both get pressed using the bet. So we're going to go from 60 to 90, take our $70, give $30 to each of them. 90. Take the extra $10 that we had there and get the hardways. Just in case we get an extra hit there, we'll take the extra juice if we can get it. All right, here we go. Coming out. Not coming out, just nicer out. And we got an 11. 6-5, yo, mid-mo, yo, 11. For me, that does nothing. Let's get your bets in. Excuse me. All right. I got about a 20-second timer running over here between when I finish typing in to when I hit the button. It locks you out. So get used to that rhythm if you can. I'll try and keep that going as I do more of these live Crapsee shows. Here we go. That's going to be a 3, 2, 5. So the 5 flips. Which is awesome. 3, 2. Alrighty, that brings 200 bucks back altogether, right? We do regress the five from 100 to 80. So the first time it was at 40, goes to 100, brings back $200. The next one, we go 80, it's going to go to 200 and bring back 400 if I can keep it going. So we have a little bit of juice there on the five. That's great. Nice to see that one come through for us today. It's been a slog trying to get anything to repeat the last few sessions here. All right, let's go. Lock you out. Dice are going to fly. There is a 10, a 6-4. Cool. That's the point. 6-4-10. All right. I'm going to go ahead, make that 10 look like the 100 it's supposed to be. Buy it for 100 bucks. Turn the bets off. And we're going to come out clean. 1 second here. Back. Sorry about that. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out to an 8. New point. 6, 2, 8. There you go. Gonna get your new bets in. Good. I see Jen is doing the daily reset to 5K like I'm doing. That's the way to do this, right? Just pretend you're coming in fresh every day. That's the way to be here. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Let's go ahead and get us another shot in the middle there. I'd love to get that 5 to repeat. That'd be so cool to see the big repeat. That was a horrible throw, but it's a 5. 3-2. So this is fun, right? This is where it gets fun. The 5 hit twice. We got 200 bucks out of it. Now it's going to hit for 112, an $80 bet. So here's where it gets kind of like, whoa, what are we doing? 200 bucks in the 5. The G Money special on the 5 and the 9, it goes 40, 80, 120, right? If you can make them happen a few times. So we're getting close to this thing. If I look at my rack, my total rack, we're at 540, 5546. We're essentially there, right? We need I hate to say it out loud, but we need one more event up top for us to be at Paycheck. We're going to be in good shape. Okay? The trouble with this strategy is right here. This is the spot where we have trouble. Now look at the rack. Let me zoom in here real quick before I make this throw and ruin the whole thing. Okay, my bankroll's at 54.46. We're 30 or $54 away from being a Paycheck, right? So we actually did pretty good. We have all this money on the felt, so we're one hit away from doing really, really well, which is awesome. If I pull it all down and I restart, I'm basically going to be upside down 270 again, right? But there's 500 and change out there. It's a lot of money in the felt, and it's one of these things where it takes a lot of money out there to make it work. And if I throw a 7 right here, I'm actually losing money on a pretty good roll. We've collected like 5 times, and I'm going to lose money if I throw a 7. That's where the strategy has the problem, right? You need this next hit to make it really work for you, and we haven't gotten that hit in the last few days. This is where it bogs down. So I just wanted to call it out. I'm going to give I know I'm tempting fate here by talking about it, but this is where if I'm going to be a teacher of this game, we have to talk about this stuff. Right now is the point where I could pull it down and be done. Right? If you're a Ken Knows gambling fan, he's looking for 300 bucks a day. If he wins 275, he's out. Right? We're looking for 500 bucks. We have 54. We have 440. Right? We're basically there. Right? Should be out right now, technically speaking. Right? If I'm playing this in the casino for a paycheck, I'm close enough that I'm probably pulling out. Okay, but I want to showcase the strategy, let the strategy kind of work in its own steam and earn the full 500 so you can see how it works out. So this is, again, we talk about, excuse me, all week long about when do you pull out and when do you go in and what are your rules for that. You got to have a rule in your strategy for when you're going to regress, when you're going to push up. Regressing here doesn't make sense just yet. Okay, it doesn't make sense just yet. I could regress to 270 and lock in $100 in profit. Again, this is a tough one. One of those tough decisions that you make as we do this. So we're not going to regress yet. Next hit we get, then I'll consider doing a nice little regression. Here we go, coming out, or dice are out. Let's avoid now. I've been talking now for a minute, which probably means you know what's coming. Let's see if I can. One shot. Give a brother one shot. We got a 5. Look at that. So today we get the miracle. Today it works. 415. The strategy does its job. The 5 hits, right, for the big number. Everything can come down. And I've got 5726 in the rack, which is fantastic, right? So we made our paycheck plus $200, which means this is the time to regress, right? You're at bankroll neutral, right? And you've locked a profit. My $500 profit is locked. In my mind, I've got 226 that I could choose to play with again or take with me, right? If you're a paycheck player, here's your question as a paycheck player. Here's the thing you have to challenge yourself with. With that 226, what do you do, right? Because this week there's been days where we have lost, as you know, over $1,000. Twice we lost over $1,000. That 226 helps me recover my overall bankroll by a couple $100 and earn some of that loss back, right? Just put some back in the bank. That 226 is also an opportunity. Can I turn half of that, right? 226 to me is 130 almost twice. I can do the Philly special at the 130 level now, keep going with this thing and play it out twice, but regress down and give it a shot to keep on rolling, right? And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and come down here and do this thing at the 130 level. The 130 level looks like this. It's going to be $15 on the 4 and 10. It's going to be $20 on the 5 and 9. And it's going to be $30, 20, 30 on the 6 and 8. So you see our bets out there are 130. It's basically half what we were before. My rack is never going to go below $5,500. Okay. See, I've got $96 in the rack. If I can make this thing earn 30 more bucks, I can do it twice and make that 226 work for me pretty hard. If I happen to be on a good roller here, that's how I'm going to play this thing out. That's the time to me to regress is when I've got it locked. Okay? And it took whatever. It took 11 rolls to get us here. Okay? 11 rolls to make $700 isn't bad. Here we go. Lock your bets out. And I'm going to come. Here we go. And we got a 9, 549. Let's work that side of the felt now. 549. And this, honestly, this 130 across, this is my comfort zone with this thing here. I play this at 64 across, and I played it at 130 across. The 130 level is cool. 20 goes to 50. It's a nice simple press. You drop them a couple of bucks, it goes to 50. And if we can hit that 9 a second time, we're going to be in great shape. The net there is going to be $100. Here we go. Dice are out. That's going to be an 8, 6, 2, 8. Okay, so here, it's going to be a power press. It has to be to make the number right. It pays $35. I want to make the 6 and 8 both pressed up with that win. I need 36 to make them both press up. So we're going to press them both up $18. 48. Again, if you're in the casino, have your buck ready. $40. I'm off. Come out, and here we go. Coming out. And we got a 3. 1, 2, 3. Ace, deuce. Doesn't mean much to us, but there we go. Put your bets in. There's a 5. 4, 1. Back on the 5 again. Okay. Looking for that 9. Right. Look at your board. What have you got pressed up? Look at that 9 to come back and repeat. Texas needs the 5 for a G Money special. Here we go, man. G Money paid the 5 already. That's our 5th 5. You're doing the G Money for reals. Like if you didn't take it down ever, that 5 should be at 120 right now, right? The 5th 5, actually the 5th 5, you should have that thing pressed up now to 300. Do it. Do it for you. Here we go. What do we have? We have a 8, 4, 4, square pair, hard 8, 4, 4, which is awesome. Sorry, I didn't press the button, make you stop betting. 4, 4. So the last hit on the 8, we pressed them up to 48. This time, the 56, straight collect. Remember the 6 and 8, press both, collect either. Collect both, right? Now look at our rack, 56.49, which means I have 149 on my rack that's extra over the 500, which means if I happen to fail right now, we can do this again, right? I've earned another 130 to play this a second time and take another crack at an even better roll. So here we go. Dice are out. Looking for a point of 5 here. It's too much tumble. Too much tumbling on those dice. 6-5, yo. Not a great shot. 6-5. I landed them a little bit too short. 6-5. Kind of a womp result there. Right. Bring him back. Let's get set. Here we go. Dice are about to be out. There's the 5-1-6. That's the mixer. Okay. Now the 6 and 8 are on a collect or on a press, right? So they're gonna bring in 56 bucks between them, right? So the next like press that makes sense here, if I went to 66 with these two, so 48 to 66 is what is that? 18 bucks each or something like that. I brought back 56. I could actually go, let's go to 66 with them. Let's make it a nice even bet. This makes gooder sense. We'll do that. Take a little bit more to the rack that way. They're at 66 bucks. They're going to be collected next time. Nice even bet amount there. Could go to 72 or even 78, I guess. But let's leave it here. Actually, you know what? We can go to 78. No, it's too much money. It's too much. All right, here we go. Dice are out. What do we have? An 8. That's awesome. That's a collect. 628. Those two are going to press themselves up nicely. That'll pay 77 bucks. Right? We love that. Now we've got 57.46. So we have 246 in the rack. Right? We've actually earned our 130 back from this shooter, or from this regression. We're back. We've earned our whole thing back, right? Our rack is technically even for this round here, for this regression. Now we're looking at burn and profit here. We're looking at maybe a double regression at some point. I may get this thing up high enough to do another regression, but we may just roll it out. Let's see. Let's see where the dice take us today. There's your 5, Chris. 3-2. 3, 2, 5. That's the 6th 5. So if you had never pulled the 5 down, like I did, that's a huge win. That's 5. That's 6 5s. That's the G Money winning for you 3 times. I'm gonna make it look like 50. There we go. Coming out. Bucks off. Let's go. Ooh, that was bad. Another 8 though. Super high. Almost off the table. That bounce. 6-2. Go. Um, all right. Give you a minute to get your bets in, and then I'll lock it up, and we'll get going here. The 6 and 8, by the way, are on a they're on a press. We just collected 77 last time. They're pressing up this time. All right, here we go. Out. Get that 5 one more time on the 5. What do you think? One more time. It's so sweet, isn't it? There's a 9. So I flipped the 9 there on mine. That's the first time the 9's flipped today. But that 50 is going to make, 70 bucks, which we started with 20. So your net there is 100. Awesome. 5, 4. Love it. I love it. Right now it comes down to 40, but the 9 becomes the original bet. Goes down to 40 bucks, just like that. Now we're going to flip it from that level. Okay, here we go. Turn it off. Dice are out. 8, 6, 2, 8. All right. So they got collected last time for 77. That's our point. So that 77, if I cut it in half, basically I can press them both by about 36 bucks or so. Which means if I gave them both 36, let's see what that takes us. 91. Let's do we'll do make them there. Let's do them at 90, 96 bucks. That's fine. We'll put them both at 30. That's high enough. We'll take them off. I don't like these weird bet amounts. I'd rather go to like 120, but there's not enough there. We just make them both 90. Let's just make them both. It's a better, even more even amount. I like that. Nice and all right, here we go. I'm gonna lock you out. We're coming out. Same shooter. And there's our 4-3 come out 7. Perfect. Perfect time to see that guy outside of the regular roll cycle. Here we go. Coming out. That's a better shot. 1, 2, 3. I like that one. I like the spin on that one. 2, 1, 3. Here we go. Do these come out rolls quick because you're probably not making a lot of changes in your bets. All right, there's another 7. Good. Good. Let's waste all these crappy rolls now. Waste them all right now. It's all good. I talked to JB about this, right? I'm like, this whole idea of, you know, 7s due or wait, or let's have them. It's all timing. There's no math behind this. There's no Nemo's getting his rebuy. There's no magic to it, right? And when we say, I'm getting rid of my 7s now before the roll, it doesn't really matter. They're going to come when they come. It's just nice that we're on a time in this roll cycle where it doesn't matter. There's an 8. There's no math to support the fact that this is a good time. You know what I'm saying? All right. Point of 8, 6, 2. My 6 and 8 are at 90. My 9 is at 40. My 5 is at 50. They're all ready to get rocked. The 4 and 10 have done absolutely nothing for us today. If I hit 1, 4, and 10 today, I don't think I've hit 1. That means I'm going to hit 1 right now, but I haven't hit 1 yet. I don't think. Those have been a complete waste of time. Here we go. Lock you out. Dice are out. Let's go. And there's the 7 that kills it. Kills the roll. And what the net result of all that was, check this out. Let me before I type this in, I want to zoom in. I want to zoom in at Crapsee. And I want to have the regression conversation again. Okay, because here's where we are. Here's where we are. We started this sequence, right? I went 130 across. I had 57 and change, right? I still have 57 and change. Essentially, what's happened is I brought back the 130 that I started with, right? So this whole last sequence here, I bumped the bets up to 300 bucks, right? So we basically more than doubled our bet spread, and I brought back 130. So we went from 130 to 300. So that's 170 bucks in pressing bets out there, plus 130 in the racks. We've earned 230 bucks on the shooter. When I type the 7 in right now, and it goes away, we're going to be exactly where we started. We're going to be in the exact. We're going to be right back at 5,700 bucks, which is where I started this 130 at, right? Which is good, right? The Philly special on the lower level, when I regressed back, earned back its money into the rack. It got rack neutral and had great opportunity for us. We just, again, bad timing on the 7. So it's fine. It is what it is. We took our shot at it, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you how I play with excess. Took that one shot, 617. It's going to destroy the roll. We're at roll 27. It wasn't bad, right? 27 roll there. We could have made, again, if I had left my initial bets out there, those last 5 or 6 hits would have been really nice for us. We would have made a lot. But we regressed back down, locked in our profit, locked in some excess. It was a smart move to make if I'm on a paycheck, right? From paycheck playing, that's the right move. So here we are. Today we showed a profit of 757, which was great on 28 rolls. One shooter today, one good shooter today, and that's all we needed to get it done. I think we played this thing with the regression. Was the smart paycheck move. If you're a DGen and you want to go all in, that 500 bucks that we won would have been a lot higher than that. Those last 6 or so hits we got when we regressed down. Remember, the 6 and 8 would have been at like 240 that last hit. Right? It would have been way up there. We would have had probably another 1,000 in profit. Ifs and buts, chips and putts, right? That whole saying. So I think we did the right thing. I think regressing back was the right move today because, again, our goal is a paycheck. There it is, folks. I'm going to go ahead and get inside. I'm going to get some new coffee, maybe some Theraflu. My voice is sounding better, I think, hopefully. So, yeah, I'll see you downstairs. We'll do coffee and craps here in about, 20 minutes or so. If not, hope you had a good session today. That was a fun one. Finally got a good roll in. I don't have to get pissed off and swear and break my stick and stuff. So, see you all in about a half an hour.